We're here at the Disneyland Resort for another food review, and we're talking about Pixar Fest and other new foods we haven't tried yet. So first up is Smokejumpers Grill in DCA. So the first drink we had was the blue raspberry lemonade, and this is for Pixar Fest. We thought it was pretty well balanced of sweet and sour. The sugar rim is very messy. Also, it does include a glow cube.
The next drink we had was the blue raspberry lemonade cocktail. It's pretty much the same drink, but with liquor in it. You know, it was nice. It had a really strong pour. Tastes similar to a margarita, but with hints of orange in it. But it was decent.
So for food, we started with the breakfast burrito, but we thought it had some good flavors with the sausage, bacon, egg and cheese, and some hash browns in there. The salsa was okay.
I do think the salsa could have been a little more complex and had a little more spice and flavor to it. It's kind of one note. Didn't have as much heat as I would like.
The burrito does get dry without the salsa, but it was a solid choice for breakfast. We also got the breakfast sandwich. It had a nice green chili on top. We liked the sauce, which was like an aioli. There were also hash browns, which were fine.
When you get everything together in one bite, it's really nice. You get a whole bunch of different flavors. But the green chili really kind of made this for me. If you're a fan of green chili, then I think you'll like this. If not, this might not be the dish for you.
And then both of the burrito and the sandwich do come with seasoned fries. It tasted like Old Bay.
I think these are a step above your regular crinkle cut fries with the seasoning on them. They are cooked well.
So our next stop was the Elemental Table booth at DCA. This is one of the Pixar Fest booths.
Yeah, the first drink we got here was the exothermic margarita. It has a sort of a slow heat that builds up. It kind of tastes like a screwdriver that meets a habanero limeade or lemonade. I think it was the best of the two drinks that we had here, but it might not be for everyone.
And we also had the H2O Rita. It kind of tasted like Powerade and pretty perfumey. I didn't really get like the lychee or the lime juice flavors. It wasn't really that great.
No, I think this was pretty bad.
And then our next stop was Four Town Favorites booth, also part of Pixar Fest in DCA. We got the Red Panda bao. The bao to filling ratio was a little off for us.
A lot more bun than filling. We wish there was a little more filling.
The chili sauce is nice, but it is spicy. So if you don't like spice, I don't know if I recommend this because it can get dry without the sauce. Our next stop was the Spark booth, again part of Pixar Fest in DCA.
Yeah, we decided to go with the Garage Brewing Company's Prickly Pear Hefeweizen. It's tart, it's well balanced, it has a slight hoppy finish at the end. You get those citrus notes and some floral complexity. I really liked it.
And then the next booth we stopped at was Anger Management, part of Pixar Fest in DCA.
We went with the mood swing. This was a half portion of a joyful yellow noodle mac and cheese, and then a half portion of the angry red spicy mac and cheese. In my opinion, the angry red mac and cheese was very spicy, and I'm a spicy fan, but this was super duper spicy to the point that I didn't really enjoy eating it. The noodle was cooked really nice, and the spirals were nice, but the actual flavor on that sauce was just kind of like heat for heat's sake.
And the joyful noodles were really mushy and overcooked. The cheese doodles on top were a bit stale. It's kind of goopy, and I think the heat outside didn't help. It just didn't feel good while you were eating it.
Yeah. And to go with that, we got a mood stabilizer mule. We were hoping that this would help cut through the heaviness of that mac and cheese. Unfortunately, it tasted like artificial candy, like watermelon candies. It was very, very sweet. If you're not a big fan of sweet, I wouldn't recommend this. If you like sweet cocktails, it might be your thing.
So our last stop in DCA was at Studio Catering Co. We got the Ramon nachos. The queso blanco cheese was mainly on the bottom, not on top, so you had to really search for it. The chicken was kind of rubbery and not pleasant to eat. I don't know why people were raving about this. Maybe we got a bad batch of chicken or something, but I did not like this. Maybe if it didn't have the chicken on it, it would be great, but it just felt off to me. So we're now moving to Disneyland Park, and we went to Cafe Daisy and got Granny Goof's Garden Sweet Tea. This iced tea was nothing special. It was on the sweeter side. It is just like Gold Peak sweet iced tea with some flavoring in it. They did have mango popping pearls, which was a nice touch, but otherwise it was like nothing to rave about.
Our next stop was the Refreshment Corner at Disneyland. We got the Pixar Fest offering, the barbecue potato dog. They had a really, really good sausage on there that was like seasoned. We got 2 whole baked potatoes that were split down the middle with melted butter inside of them and seasoned really well. The barbecue pulled pork wasn't incredible, but it wasn't overpowering. It was nice balanced. Sauce on it was a little tangy, a little sweet. The coleslaw was really, really nice. And then they had fried onions, green onions on top. It was really good. It was by far my favorite thing. I highly recommend this if you're gonna get anything. And it's big and filling for the price.
So our next stop in Disneyland was the Red Rose Tavern, and we got the Pixar Fest special, Fergus Fizz. It tasted like a cherry cranberry pie, which was kind of nice. Had that like butterscotch foam on top, which added a nice touch, and like granola crumble. It wasn't something I was expecting, and it was kind of like, what is this gonna taste like?
It's like a bubbly kind of cranberry cherry Sprite underneath.
But it surprised me.
Yeah, I thought this was really, really interesting. It might not be for everyone.
So to go with the drink, we also got the chicken tenders.
I thought that the potato barrels and the chicken tenders were both a little bit on the dry side, but I really got them for the crunch. I thought it was fine, you know.
It is what you expect at a theme park. So our next stop is Harbour Galley. We got the New England clam chowder and a bread bowl.
You know, this is a decent clam chowder. I was a little surprised for a theme park. Everything's cut up nice and uniformly. It's nice and creamy and smooth. The bread bowl was nice and fresh. It had a nice crust on it. The flavor of the soup was the only thing that was kind of lacking. I miss that kind of richness and depth of flavor. We do prefer the one at Aunt Cass's Cafe in DCA. I do think that has a lot more depth of flavor, a little more nuanced. Definitely highly recommend that one over this one, but this one's decent, and if you're only in Disneyland, definitely give it a try.
So our last stop was Oga's Cantina in Disneyland. The only reason we came here was the new souvenir mug.
Our first drink was the Fuzzy Tauntaun. This is always a fun drink to get. We've been here and had it a couple times. I enjoyed that it's a balance of peach vodka and peach schnapps with a little orange in there. It might be a little too fruit forward for some or sweet, but I enjoy it.
And then the Grinning Loth Cat with a souvenir mug. This is a great non-alcoholic drink. You can order it without the souvenir cup if you don't want to spend $36. But I really enjoyed it. I like the tropical juices in it, and it was really easy to drink. For our snack, we got the spiced edamame and cucumbers. The spice on the top was really spicy. Also the dip as well. So if you don't like spice, maybe stay away from this. And our last drink was the Taco Donna Quencher. Okay, this sounded good at first with like the dragonberry rum and the simply orange pineapple and kiwi flavors, but this was terrible. I'm sorry, but like the only good thing with this drink was the dried pineapple on top.
It tasted like cough syrup. It wasn't balanced at all. Usually they have decent drinks at Oga's, but this one was bad.
So if you want to try out any of the food or drinks we tried from Pixar Fest, it is going on until August 4th, so you still have time.
If you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to find out when we have new content coming out, and thanks for watching.